they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A shotgun snap for goal. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
Come on, 180.
47. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
From the red zone now, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Go!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Opposite. Kill. Go.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, here's Goff. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill, kill. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 24 is the mic. Check. 24 is the mic. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Again, it's Breeze. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. No gain on the play there, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hold on. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
You think you're going to get this? 4 down.
44 is the mic.
On the ball.
To throw is Goff. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We go tonight. 180.
And we have
Two.
Check 24. Check.
Maverick. Hey, Alpha.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now is Brees. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. There's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. First down, Saints.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, easy. 58 to Mike. We're good. High forward. Ready.
Breeze now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, easy. Check.
Breeze now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Single. 24 is the mic. All day. Here we go. Ready,
To throw, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
0-2. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Here's Breeze to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A big pickup of 38.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. And that's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, back up. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Breeze to throw again. And Gen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
Ready. We're waiting. Opposite.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now Breeze again. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it's third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on first and 10.
Bravo! 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Second down and goal. Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd and very short, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? From the 36, Goff, he'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And their Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We go tonight. Like 20.
27. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Wide, get wide.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first and goal, Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Yes, Mike. I got you. I got you. SOS. 12. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ready, tackle.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Charlie. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come to my work. Hey, easy.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
That cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, 76.
Out of the gun, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That's good for the Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
47 is the mic. I smell fear in that offense. Here we go, coach.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
What? 180. Check right 47. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, kill.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Second and 10. Goff again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
It's a party now. Check.
They run it again with Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down. Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another.